This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Friday, November 1st, 2019. The title of this rant is Crazy Hyperbole from Trump and Sycophants to Taint Impeachment. So impeachment's going to happen. And the crazy about crazy is just going to be coming out from the Republicans. We saw that yesterday from the House, that they are basically putting all the eggs in one basket behind him, that their vote on impeachment will basically define them not only in their lifetime but after that, and they're sticking with this guy thick and thin. They know he is incredibly guilty, but they will do anything to keep him in power because he's the one that will keep them in power. So let's just look at one aspect of this. This is all about Ukraine and the Trump sycophants trying to find a way to say that it wasn't Russia that interfered in the 2016 election. It was actually Ukraine that interfered with the 2016 election. And oh, by the way, we want them to admit that, and then we want them to indicate that they're investigating Joe Biden's son, so that all of this will be against us. While here is the thing that's really, really sick that's going on behind the scenes. There is a criminal investigation that the Justice Department is doing, headed by Bill Barr and some other guy, that are basically going around the world to try and find out the origins of this Russian interference, basically trying to indicate, no, it's not the Russians, it's really going to be the Ukrainians. But at the same time, we are going to go into the deep state of the FBI and into the CIA to go after them as they pursued the Russian thing, basically indicating that they were criminals by doing this. Yes, it doesn't make any sense. It is all crazy, but that is what they're doing. And if we look back to the 2016, remember that the four major intelligence agencies came to the Obama administration and said emphatically that Russia is behind a tremendous amount of interference in the 2016 election. We have to bring this out. Obama brought that to the skiff, to the 8 major players in the House and the Senate, basically saying, yes, this is true, that Russia is behind all this. They're doing tremendous amount of propaganda against Hillary, for Trump. We need to mention that before the election. McConnell basically said, hey, if you do that, we'll say this is all partisan, that you're doing this just to hurt Trump, even though that's not true at all. And of course, that's kind of where we're at right now. And this crazy part of the impeachment aspect of it, it's going to keep getting nuttier and nuttier. All right, Russia was behind a tremendous amount of hacking in the 2016 election. Trump does not want his election to be tainted. He's going after people in the FBI and the CIA who legitimately were looking into the counterintelligence aspect of this. Oh my God! And what we saw yesterday from the Republicans in the House is just the beginning of how crazy this is. All right? And the truth is, yes, again, this president went after Ukraine for a quid pro quo to get them to indicate that they were behind the 2016 interference and not Russia. And oh, by the way, at the same time, we're going to start an investigation into Joe Biden and his son. And it will just be, because this is all about public opinion. This is all about keeping enough Republicans in line so that they will not vote for impeachment or removal from office in the Senate. It will be a tough nut to crack from the Senate itself for at least 19 senators to go over there. But again, this is a crazy administration with a nutcase as the leader of our country. And this has to be brought out, whether he is removed from office or not. He is doing everything to try and pave the way for him to be reelected, because this whole aspect about Ukraine being behind the 2016 interference is designed, again, for Russia to help Trump get elected in 2020. This is nuts. We have to get rid of this guy.